My name is Azure. I am Plains Cree from Mascoutches. I live on the Pigeon Lake Indian Reserve. I love sharing my knowledge. I love sharing my culture, what it's meant to me. Being able to share my knowledge with North Saskatchewan Watershed Alliance has been very fulfilling. I'm meeting so many different people, different cultures. It's a safe space for everybody.
Essentially, the teepee is our first classroom.
As a mom, watching my children express their identities through dance and through singing, through language and through practicing our culture, attending ceremony. It's really important to me to express that because at one time my grandparents were punished for speaking their language, punished for attending ceremony. It's really important to remind the youth that there's room for everybody. It's important to express our individuality, our culture, our freedom of religion. One of my takeaways for them today was to understand what it means to be Indigenous and to equip them to be prepared to talk to an elder, talk to an Indigenous person, and being respectful with protocols.
I just like being around Indigenous people because they have so much perspective and their worldviews are just neat to know. This is kind of like my first time doing protocol to present tobacco when we're getting knowledge from knowledge keepers.
Science and Indigenous knowledge aren't necessarily two separate things. It's like a different way of understanding the same concept or a different language to speak about the same thing. And I think by learning from all those different perspectives, like people who work in different fields, they're experts in different things, but at the end of the day, I think we can put it together using an Indigenous knowledge framework and consider that we're actually all really talking about the same thing because we really are just from one big system.
That connection to Mother Earth, everybody has. Understanding the four elements, how we get our air, where our water comes from, what grows from the ground, how we get our sustenance. And I'm able to do that through explaining 4 cycles of life. We were born from our mothers, we were born in water, we were developed in water. And so that's really important to me to show them that the connections that I have in my teachings, in their traditional teachings, my Plains Cree cultural teachings, and what that means to me. The teachings are taught in order of age, right? Do you remember the 4 life cycles? I use the TP teachings a lot to help guide. They're universal virtues. They cross all the language barriers.
You realize how much you don't know when you get exposure to different kinds of people and different ways of living and different ways of using the environment around you.
Anything that we do, we're always to look 7 generations ahead and 7 generations behind. I can teach you about history and I can teach you that residential school is not that far away. And when it comes to respect for Mother Earth, when the water stops flowing, that's when it affects all of us. That is what's guiding me today.